Okay, hello, we're going to work on a song by the Red Hot Chili Peppers called Can't Stop. I'm going to demonstrate it first and then I'm going to bring up the tabs so you can look on the computer. Here we go. So it goes like this. Okay, so you're probably thinking my hand's not moving much. I'm doing a little technique where I'm muting all the strings. So that's where you place your strings very gently on place your fingers gently on the strings, and then you press a finger down and it releases the note underneath your strings. So what you find out is you can hear the note you've released, but then you've got all the other strings on top of it muted. So if I was to mute the strings, it'd sound like that. If I was to press down. Now we're going to work on this little technique at the end of the video, because it is quite tricky and sometimes it can take weeks or months to master. But once you've mastered it, it is really a feel thing. And once you've got it, and you can apply it to lots of riffs that maybe you tried in the past and they don't quite sound like the record. It's generally because there's a lot of scratchy sort of muting in the background that adds percussion to the riff. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do it in a fashion where we're just going to pick the notes before we work on the technique. So okay, so I'm going to bring the PDF up in front of us. Okay, so here we go. Let me just organise that a little bit better. Okay, so you can see we have the first line. You can see this 7/9 is constantly all the way through the piece, yeah? So 7/9, 7/9. So it's on the third string. We're going to just practice that. So we're on the third string, 7, 9. And you can use your first and your third finger. And just practice 7/9, 7/9. I'll show you what that looks like. 7/9. So here's the third string. 1, 2, 3. Count 3 up. Just practice that, because you're going to be playing that a lot. So you might as well get used to just playing it on its own. Okay. So if we look at the very first note, you can see here on the 5th string, as you can see, I've put the strings from thin to thick there, so you can see it's the second one from the top. We call this the 5th string, so it's the 7th fret. So you're gonna play the 7th fret on the 5th string, pluck it once, and then you're gonna go to your 7/9. You're gonna go back to that 7 and hit it 3 times. 7/9. And back to the 7. Okay, I'll show you what that looks like up close. So, see 7th fret on the 5th string, hit it once. Little 7/9. 3 times. 7/9. And 3 times. So it ends on hitting the 7 3 times. Okay, let's go back to the thing. Right, okay, so the second line is on the same string, but it goes to the 5th fret. Can you see that? So you're going to hit the 5th fret once, do the 7/9, hit the 5th fret 3 times, 7/9, and then hit it 3 times. So you can see it keeps the same root throughout the line. So that goes like here. On the 5th string, this will look like this. And then you move over here to 7/9. Back there. Now, I'm hoping that you can actually see a pattern that's occurring throughout every one of their lines. So if you can see, it always hits the root once. Then it does your 7/9. Then it always hits this root note 3 times, if you can see on every single one there. Then it goes 7, 9, and then it ends on 3 of the root note. Okay, so if you notice, the root note stays the same the whole way through each line. So 7's there, 5's there, 7's there, and 8's there. We're just going to work on the last 2 lines. So we're here on the 7th fret on the top string. So you hit it once, do your little 7, 9, 3 times, do your little 7, 9, then hit it 3 times. Okay, and then we move the very last line. We hit it once on the 8, 7, 9, 3 times on the 8, 7, 9, 3 times on the 8. Okay, so in knowing that, it's good to memorize it. Hits it once, does the little riff, 3 times, riff, and then 3 times. I'm going to demonstrate this to you while the music's on, and I'll talk you through it, and then I'll do a last demonstration where you can watch me do it on my own. So 7 on the 5th string, 7, 9, 3 of them, 7, 9, 3 of them, and then to the 5th fret on the same string, hit it once, 7, 9, 3 times, 7, 9, 3 times, and then we're going to go to 7 on the top string, 7th fret, 7, 9, 3 of them on the top string, 7, 9, 3 of them, and then 8th fret on the top string, 7, 9, 3 on the 8th fret, 7, 9, 3 on the 8th fret. So I'm going to play it to you nice and slowly. If you follow the music, want to play along, here we go. So. Okay, so up close. Okay, so we're going to work on the technique now. We probably won't play it the whole way through, just work on the technique and then you can apply it over time. So let's get a mute sound. So we're going to rest our fingers on the strings. I'm very gentle here. If I press down a bit harder, you can hear some notes. That's not what you want to do. You want to just apply enough pressure that you're barely even touching the strings to get this kind of scratchy sound. Okay. Once you've done that, I've got these 2 fingers either side to play the riff. So I want to place my first finger on the 7th fret, 3rd string, and that's going to release the note underneath the mute, and I just want you to strum. And you'll be able to know, I'll pick one at a time. Mute, mute, mute. You can hear the note. Mute, mute. So the mute's never as loud as the note, so the note will always kick through stronger, but you hear the mute underneath it, that percussive element. So if you struggle with this, it's not a problem. You just take your time. It could take weeks, it could take months, could take you seconds. And then try your little finger to go on the 9. So I'm keeping these static, these 2 middle ones there, muting. So you can hear just that one note creeping out. so you can hear the riff coming together. Now the first note's 7 on the top string, so mute these strings, place that there. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'll just demonstrate that one more time. Now it might not seem as clean as that. It might be like you're hearing little open notes or stuff. So really just concentrate on muting and practice releasing notes from underneath it. And I promise you, in a few weeks or even a month's time, you'll be able to play that riff and get that natural feel. Alright, hope that helps.